Okay, week 2.
Week 2 is in the
done.
books.
Done. We had the week 3.
Week
Okay.
3 already?
Wait, let's go back. Do a little
Yeah.
reminiscing maybe
We
about some
can
big
reminisce.
wins.
Sure. We can do that.
That was a fun Friday and Saturday.
It was a fun, exciting weekend. Lots to talk about. Welcome to the Cover Cal High podcast. I'm your host, Jake Vanderbrook, alongside Aubrey Tolliver. She is back in action. And we got the Milpitas man, Adrian Soriano. So, okay, a lot of fun action from week 2. Wins of the week. Aubrey, take it away.
Okay, wins of the week. We're going to go. I'm sticking with flag to
Great.
start off. An East Bay League flag football. I went out on Tuesday for Foothill, San Ramon Valley, big East Bay League game. Foothill looked so good. I was so impressed by Foothill, and they really gave San Ramon Valley some trouble in the first half, and it just happened. Second half was all SRV. They edged out a win, and I am very excited. And that wasn't even what is going to be maybe a first place game in the East Bay League. East Bay League flag is something special. It's going to come down to the wire, and this week we have San Ramon Valley and Cal on the schedule. Ooh. And Cal is the defending undefeated East Bay League champs, so we never.
Cal won last year?
Cal won last year.
I thought it was SRV, but
No, Cal won last year.
okay.
Cal took home the win against San Ramon Valley. I believe twice last season. Actually, not just once.
Wow. And we're gonna have. Well, I mean, if you're watching the podcast as a member, right, you'll see this before.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. A lot of good flag football action coming up this week. We'll talk about more of an exciting Diablo League showdown a little later on in the podcast. But Adrian, what was your win of the week?
I'm gonna say De La Salle, man. They look good. I mean, okay, they weren't perfect, but they did shut out Sarah 26-0.
Defense looked pretty darn good, though.
Defensively, they were physical. I mean, Bubba Vargas in the third quarter. Oh my goodness. He looked like Fred Warner out there. I'm serious, man. I mean, he was all over the place. He was making just tackles, fumble recoveries.
And that was a shutout.
It was a shutout.
So that means De La Salle has not given up a touchdown
or any points on defense. And you know how ironic is 2 years ago, De La Salle got shut out by Sarah in Sarah, and I covered the game. And you know, here we are 2 years later, opposite, right? But yeah, De La Salle, I mean, again, not perfect. I mean, there's a lot of things they got to work on, but man, it's only week 2 and they look really good.
Not on the rundown. Want to bring up 3 weeks ago, when we did our season preview, we had absolutely no idea where the West Catholic League was going to go, and I think it's becoming pretty clear. We're
starting to get clear. It's starting to get clear.
Yeah, it's becoming clear. But going back to De La Salle, and you mentioned Bubba Vargas, that's a kid that plays with a lot of heart. He plays a lot of heart. And this is a team that, you know, after these 2 games, it's going to be defense that's going to be setting the tone for this squad.
And you know what really set the tone in this game was 4 turnovers. Well, okay, 3 turnovers, then the 4th one kind of came late in the game to preserve the shutout. But, you know, De La Salle should have been up by a lot. Penalties, called 2 touchdowns back. One was a hurdling call against Jaden. He scored a touchdown on that. And then there was a deep ball that was a touchdown, got called back. So, again, the score could have easily been like 40-0. No disrespect to Sarah, but De La Salle, really good. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, there's a couple things that they got to work on, clean
Absolutely.
up. And they will. They will. This is a team that knows how to adjust and to get better as the season goes on.
Yes.
Before they prepare for the league. So those are going to be some quick adjustments that they're going to make.
And, you know, they're going to go into league and face just as tough as opponents as these De La Salles and Pitts, and it's just...
And it's official that they are now the favorite for the Open.
Yes.
Representing NorCal because Folsom lost on Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
So something to keep in mind. But we got to talk about the North.
Okay.
My win of the week is Cardinal Newman beating Grant.
That's a big win. That's a huge
win. It is
win.
a huge win. It is a huge win. Yeah. It sucks that we can't get up there, you know, and really see this team in action with our coverage area, but man, cool.
I
That's
mean,
a statement win for Cardinal
it's
Newman.
a statement win. And to limit Grant 7 points with
Yeah.
a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cardinal Newman's here to stay.
Yeah. Jake, you're right, man. You may be right about your prediction with Cardinal Newman.
I mean, that's a great bounce back. This
Yes.
is a team that lost to Manteca back in week 1, and what better way to get the job done to beat a state champion, Grant? Fantastic. Defense put on a show. Everett Self, big-time sack. Gavin Brockett, 8 total tackles along with a sack. Devontae Guevara with 6 total tackles. Shout out Cardinal Newman, man. That's my win of the week.
That's a statement win, man, over Grant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we get to some of our previews.
Oh.
And we talk about a lot of the NCS and what is it going to look like with some of these teams in action. And there's a lot of new faces, like new quarterbacks, running backs, DBs, you name it. So I want to talk about, this used to be an East Bay League showdown, but now Clayton Valley moves to the Diablo. This rule went into effect last year, that change. Clayton Valley gets to host San Ramon Valley.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
That's a fun preseason game, right?
That is fun. Is this the first time they're playing in the preseason?
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't think they
feel like we
played-
would have been all over that. In
Yeah, I don't
in
think
the
that's what we
previous years.
played Clayton Valley last year, non-league.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
basically, they
first-
moved the Diablo Valley and start to play some great opponents from just around the East Bay too.
Right.
Yeah.
And San Ramon Valley last year had a lot of key departures. Starting with quarterback Rhett Thompson,
Marco Jones.
Marco
Marco's
Jones.
a big one, man.
I mean, the list goes on and on. San Ramon Valley, there's a lot of fresh faces on its roster.
Yeah. There's one big fresh face on Clayton Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was a transfer of Jadis Lucky, who transferred from California to Clayton Valley. But I'm really excited to know what this San Ramon Valley team is all about. They're young. They had a tough loss to SoCal.
But SoCal's a good team.
A great team.
Right.
A great team. I mean, SoCal and SRV, whenever they face each other in non-league, it's always a very competitive game.
Yeah, last year was competitive. That was the first time they played.
Exactly.
SoCal also beat Los Gatos week 1, right? So SoCal, man, they're no pushovers.
That's also one of those teams that is just outside of our reach.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
They've had a history of good teams.
Right. So SRV, they're rolling with a junior quarterback in Cole Dawes. 3 touchdown passes on the season, 523 yards in his first 2 starts.
Pretty good.
And the guy that's going to be looking to fill in for the one and only Marco Jones, who's now at Texas A&M, Holden Cordero, averaging just over 6 total tackles a game with a couple sacks. And he's going to have to be on his A game if this squad wants to contain Jadis Lucky.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jadis
Give
Lucky.
us those stats. Give us those Jadis stats for the first.
Well, first of all, Jadis Lucky has 6 total touchdowns. 5 of those touchdowns, were last week against College Park.
yeah.
Wow.
And he
Wow.
was doing that last year. You know,
Yeah.
new league and new team, and he continues.
Same
to
result.
Show.
Same result, man.
That's a big one. Yeah. I am so excited to see just how the Diablo Valley League plays out
Right.
with that new addition. And really excited for this matchup.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a 1-possession game. It's going to
High
come down
scoring?
to 1 possession.
High scoring?
I'm not going to say high
No.
scoring, no.
You think over or under for Jadis touchdowns?
3.
3.5 is the line?
No, 3 straight up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say he's gonna get 3 touchdowns on
Okay.
Friday.
I think this is going to come down to another running back for Clayton Valley to step up, and I think that's going to be Raul Lopez.
Love
I
it.
think he's going to be the X factor, very shifty, explosive back, just a junior, so he's going to see a lot of playing time next year if he's still with Clayton Valley, no question about it. But I think this is going to be one of those 27-24 games. I'm not giving you a prediction, of course, but listen, I think it's going to be a very exciting game. It should be a battle in Concord, and it's going to be a grind for both teams. And let's see how the San Ramon Valley team...
Who's going to be there? Oh, that's
going to be Ivan, I believe.
No,
we
switched it.
Me.
We made a change. Aubrey will be
I'll
at the game.
see you in Clayton Valley.
Okay.
Friday night.
But I will say this. I think this is going to be a very interesting test for SRV with this young team and how they develop, how they're able to see, how can they bounce back from that tough loss that they took to SoCal. So a very interesting matchup, and it's going to be exciting, no question about it.
Yeah, it's going to come down to, can Clayton Valley adjust? Because, SRV is going to sell out on the run, man. They're going to sell out on the run. They're going to make sure to contain Jadis as much as they can. Can they move the ball through the air? We'll see what happens. I am going to go with...
No, you won't make a prediction.
I will make a prediction right now. I am going with Clayton Valley.
Ooh,
Clayton Valley at home by a touchdown.
Their black turf is no more.
No more black turf, I believe. It's back to your
green.
original or your typical green artificial turf. But Clayton Valley, that's my pick.
Friday night, 7 p.m. kickoff.
Yep, I'll be there.
So this will be a Saturday game. A great Saturday game that we have in San Francisco. It was an amazing game last year, and I predicted how the outcome would be for the score.
It was a high score.
It was very high scoring. I said both teams are going to crack 40 points, and boy, was I right. And
who shot that game last year? Was
I shot that game last year. Will that happen again?
Yes.
No.
Wow, no, really?
Both teams will crack 30 points.
Okay.
But it's still high scoring. Still high scoring,
but both teams
we have.
I
don't think we've.
30.
I don't think we've said what the names are.
No, we said the game was going to be in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Riordan and Pittsburg. Very entertaining last year. Very entertaining again this year.
You have that game again.
I have that game again.
Ooh.
I am super excited. A great Saturday afternoon game at Riordan.
At Riordan.
At Riordan this time.
I've never shot a football game at Riordan.
Really? This is your first time? Oh,
first
man,
time.
let me tell you. Bob Green, one of the best athletic directors out here, man. He hooks you up with parking, man. Just very, very nice guy.
Tell me, who's Pitt's quarterback this year?
So, Pitt's quarterback, 2 games, they've been rolling with Carlos Torres.
Oh,
So
interesting.
he is off to a wonderful start. 7 touchdown passes on the season, only 1 interception. So in his first 2 games, he's looked really sharp. And Pitt's coming off a very hard-fought victory over Bishop Minogue, a team out in Nevada.
Of Reno.
Yep.
They are a very good team.
Yes.
Yep, very good team. And obviously with the receivers that they got with Kenny Ward, who's only a sophomore and 4 touchdown receptions on the season. They got RJ Mosley, who, he is utilized for his height. So if he needs to make a big play with one-on-one coverage, he is going to do that. So listen, I think Pitt has a very explosive offense, and I think they can do that again on Saturday.
That's the game of the week for
That
sure.
is definitely
Absolutely.
game of the week.
Even with a San Ramon Valley, Clayton Valley.
And with Riordan, they are explosive. They cracked 34 points against Monte Vista in their victory. Defense looked good.
Defense looked good, but now this is the big test, right? Can they contain Pittsburgh's offense? I don't know. I mean, man, I don't know if I can make a prediction on this one, but
I feel like whoever you pick, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I mean, if you look,
and it's not going to be an upset depending on what the
you
outcome
can
is.
pick who's going to win, Adrian, because you won't be at the game, so you won't get any of the players in your ears.
Well, yeah, man. But again, I've seen Riordan week 1, and they looked really good. I mean, my goodness, Judge, all rise! Here comes the Judge. He's been very impressive. He's got like 5 receiving touchdowns already in 2 games.
He's looking good.
He's looking really good.
And Sinai Thomas is doing his thing. He had a pair of touchdowns last week against Monte Vista.
I wouldn't make a prediction about the Dub Cow.
No, you can't make a prediction yet, but I will go with Archbishop Riordan in this one. 45-42. What defense?
Oh, so you're saying both tems will crack 40?
There will be no defense in this game. 45-42. It's going to be a shootout, in my opinion. In my opinion. But again, right, both teams are explosive offenses, man. You can't.
Michael Mitchell Jr., 2 games, 10 touchdown passes, 5 in each game
Are
that he's
you
played.
surprised?
Are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
He has to be one of the most consistent players
Yeah.
we have seen in a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we've seen him since he was a freshman, right?
I
We
would
just
put
saw
him
the
up
growth.
there with Marley Alcantara.
Absolutely. That's who was in my mind too. It was
Yep.
Marley and it was Michael, but Michael was on the field his freshman year.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you've seen the
Even
growth.
more,
Right?
Yeah.
You've seen the improvements, and
Absolutely.
now you're really seeing. I mean, 10 touchdowns. I don't care if it's Monovis. I mean, 10 touchdowns is 10 touchdowns. That's
Well,
not easy to do.
in order to see that growth, you have to have a great line.
Oh,
Exactly.
And
yeah.
Riordan's
Their
O
line is
line
really
has been
good.
spectacular. And you've seen the growth with the O line.
Yes.
That, compared to sophomore year all the way up to senior year now, especially with Tommy Tofi that has been part of
Yep.
that program.
Yep.
I mean, he looks good. And, he's going to be a force on that O-line protecting Michael Mitchell Jr. And I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Mitchell has another
Big
4
game.
or 5 touchdown passes in this game.
And you know what? The running game is good. I can sit here and say I think the running game this year is better than last year. Adonia Brown is really, really impressive for me. So again, that helps. That really
He's a
helps. with the-
junior.
He's a junior. All right,
He's a
you know what?
junior.
It helps. It helps with the aerial attack, right? You got a good running game. It's going to open up the playbook for Michael.
Right. The thing that last year, Riordan got off to a slow start.
Yes,
But they were able to bounce back in the second quarter. I think if you want to take down this Pitt team, you have to stay with them the whole game.
Yeah,
you
you can't
have
play
to
from
stay
behind.
with them.
you got to stay within 7
Pitt was
points,
always
yeah.
late, just would have these incredible late drives,
would-
especially with Marley.
Right. Late drives or even some big adjustments on defense that were late. And that was the case last year. Mitchell threw a pick to Jamar Searcy, and that was what pretty much sealed the deal for Pitt. So,
right.
listen, this is going to be an amazing game. It's going to be a one-possession game when these two teams faced each other last year. Pitt won 56-42.
Who's going to this game?
I am.
Oh my! Jake has the big games this week.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of
It's gonna
fun.
be
I wish
fun.
I could be there, but I'm shooting hockey on Saturday, so
You got hockey. Okay.
I got hockey.
Okay. Let's go to the football polls.
Football polls. Let's change it up a little bit. All
Sure.
right. De La Salle, Pitt, Riordan, Sarah. That's your top 4. I don't care if Sarah's 0-2. They played De La Salle and they played Folsom, and now they got Bosco this week. So they will probably be 0-3. But I mean, come on now, they're gonna be number 4. San Ramon Valley 5, San Marin 6. Newcomers to the poll: Cardinal Newman 7, St. Ignatius 8, Los Gatos 9, Mac 10. St. Francis has unfortunately dropped out, and Dublin got screwed again. I'm sorry. We love you, Dublin, but but off to a good start though for those Dublin Gills.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a bubble team. What would it take? Where just curious.
Yes,
Clayton Valley wins.
Clayton Valley wins. I think they're in the poll.
Yeah, of
I
course,
think they're in
of
the
course,
poll.
of course. How what are we talking? 8, 9, 10.
Oh boy, see, I will reserve those comments when we get there, right? Because you can make a case for 5 through 10. Who should be number 5? It's a toss up right now. It's too early.
SI really needed the win on Saturday. That was
Yeah,
a
that was a
much
big
needed
win. Yeah,
victory
very,
for
very much
them
needed
over
win.
Tamalpais.
Yes.
San Marin is off to a great start with 2-0. I like them in the poll. San
Yeah.
Marin's going to be a dangerous team, and that I'm telling you, 3 schools that are going to be competing for that damn North: San Marin, Cardinal Newman, Marin Catholic.
Yep.
I
And
mean-
we can't wait for
Is
San Marin.
San
Marin.
Marin Cardinal Newman? Is that in San Marin or is that a
Ooh,
Cardinal
I
Newman?
think that might be a Newman. But I know for a fact San Marin and Marin Catholic, they're playing at Marin Catholic, and
Yep.
it's MC's first ever night game. They have installed lights, 7 p.m. kickoff, October 10th. I'm saying it right now on the camera right here. I will be there.
You will be.
I will
there.
personally be there.
Okay.
So I can't wait for that game in about a month. About a month.
Have fun with that drive.
I don't mind the drive, man. As long as I get a good game. That's all I care about.
Yeah. No, it
Yep.
should be a great game. And so with St. Francis being out of the poll now, 0-2 start. Listen, there's some things that they have to adjust to offensively. They were working with 2 quarterbacks in that game against Mac, going back and forth. St. Francis is going to be okay. They will be.
They played Cathedral Catholic and McClymonds.
Right.
Right. again, it's the same thing with Sarah. Like, yeah, they're 0-2, but they're the number 4 team. They played Folsom and Dela. Like, you cannot count that against them.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I thought St. Francis defensively looked great.
Yeah, they're good defensively this year. I mean, it's just their offense. When will that offense click? Right. Again, I think they'll be fine by the time league play comes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think St. Francis, they're going to be in the middle of the pack in the WCAL, competing, fighting for wins, and they will. No question about it. I mean, is St. Francis going to be a top 3 team? I could say that's possible.
It is possible.
It is possible. It is. But they're going to have to make those adjustments though offensively if they want to get to that spot. But Mac though looked great defensively. They are physical. They are hard hitting.
Yeah, and again, it's easy to get complacent during with Mac, right? Because their league is not.
But they don't. They don't get complacent.
They don't, right? They don't. That's why it is. Again, it's so important. Like St. Francis, Riordan. I think they're playing Cal in I think this week or next week. So again, very important for these guys to really challenge themselves. And they only have like 30 players on their team.
They always
right.
Carry
they're
them.
always a small team, but man, let me tell you, they're physical, man.
They are.
They're physical,
they are. And they hold each other accountable.
Exactly.
They really do. And I know Mac only scored 14 points. I liked what I saw from Burrell Staples. I really did. He's got a great arm. He had 2 outstanding touchdown passes. One of them was to Rashawn Duncan, and he has a cast on his left hand. It was a huge touchdown pass just before halftime because Mac decided to roll the dice on 4th and 10 at like their own, I want to say, 23-yard line, if I recall correctly. And Burrell throws an excellent ball to the back corner of the end zone, and Duncan makes a wonderful catch.
Yeah, I mean,
and we had you shooting it to perfection, by the way.
Yeah,
you shot
good.
that. You shot that.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Shot that highlight pretty well.
And it's always hard to shoot at McClymonds, right? Just the light.
I had to put the gain up on the camera because of the lighting.
It's a little darker at
It's a little
McClymonds.
darker, man. But hey, man, I love the vibe there, though. Love the vibe.
Yeah,
love the
home
music.
field advantage.
Great win for McClymonds, and look, great way to test themselves, and they did that with a big victory.
All right, run through the flag real quick.
Yeah.
Should we do flag? Okay, flag football. Boy, oh boy, did we have a lot of changes.
Oh, yeah?
Well, Menlo's still number 1, but now here we go. Here's a change. Liberty is now at 2. Los Gatos is now at 3. California, big game this week at number 4. Las Lomas 5. College Park 6. San Ramon Valley 7. Castro Valley 8. Carmont 9. And Heritage at number 10. So we had a couple teams drop out.
I see a few bubble teams that...
Alameda, well, actually, no.
Alameda,
I don't know if Alameda should be a bubble
Foothill
team.
was looking good.
Foothill's good. I mean,
Addie
all those
Cortez, it's early on, but she could even earn maybe even a defensive player.
Yeah.
She was incredible, had a great catch. So we're definitely keeping our eye on Foothill.
Definitely keeping an eye on Foothill. Definitely keeping an eye on Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley's undefeated right now.
Yeah.
But I know, was it Alhambra dropped out? Alameda is. I was going to
Menlo
put
still
Alameda
holding
in here.
on strong. Question: Menlo
Yes.
Los Gatos should be coming up soon, huh?
Not this week.
Next week.
Next week.
I was at Menlo on Saturday, and I talked to the Menlo flag football coach, and I told him, we're going to be covering this game.
Absolutely,
Yeah, we'll be there.
I'll put Sacred Heart Prep in the bubble for flag. I'll put Sacred Heart Prep. But, Alameda...
I'll tell you something, just looking at the polls and knowing we have so many bubble teams, that means that flag is growing way quicker than I could have ever imagined. Because even 2 years ago, we wouldn't have been able to even field a top 10 probably. Well, and right now, we have a solid, probably 20 programs.
That's true. That is very true. And, the fact that both sections now have playoffs, right? Right, not NorCal. I think we're ways away for that. Yeah. But just the fact that we have playoffs for
CCS
both sections.
and NCS. I mean,
Well,
Oakland League, the Oakland League
has
Oakland
playoffs,
Tech
right?
is looking very strong as well.
Tech's in the bubble, guys. Tech's in the bubble.
Yep.
Don't. I'm not forgetting about Oakland Tech, man. I know you guys are good. I guess Dublin. I'll put Dublin in the bubble for now. Good. So not really snubbed, but kind of snubbed for Dublin.
Yeah, it's great to see these programs. A lot of changes with flag football. You don't know what to expect. if you look at the NCS playoff bracket last year,
You just didn't
and
know,
the
yeah?
number of upsets that took place, like Heritage beating Liberty and SRV went down
even
early.
Alameda.
Alameda
was the
winning a
biggest
section
upset
title
of
last
all.
year,
Right.
right?
Alameda, I'm pretty sure they were they were in the
double
mid
seed.
pack.
They were a double number seed, like number 10, I think.
No, that was Alhambra.
was
Alhambra
Alameda?
was a low seed.
Oh, okay.
And look at the run that they make.
Yeah, made it to the title game.
You just have to be a solid flag football program and go on a run.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all it takes because you never know.
And I feel like last season when we really started getting into flag, the scores it was very high scoring.
Yeah.
There was probably, I would want to say, at least 4 to 6 touchdowns per game. Now our scores are 12-6.
So one thing to keep in mind, though, with the playoffs last year in the NCS, some of these teams, if they went on to advance, would have to play again.
Yeah, the semis and
double
the finals, right?
in the same day.
Right.
In the
They
same
would have
day.
double headers. So there's a possible reason of why some of those scores were much higher compared to
I'm
what we're
talking
seeing
regular
now.
season though.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
regular season. Like
Yeah.
I remember shooting I believe it was Branham Lincoln flag early on
That went
last
to overtime.
season.
Game went to overtime.
Game went to
Overtime.
overtime, but it was a high scoring overtime
Yeah.
game.
Right.
Yeah.
One bubble team that I have on my mind, Clayton Valley. They're 3-0.
I say Clayton Valley.
They're
Valley.
3-0, and they're going up against Los Lomas.
Yeah. So again,
That's another great
big
game in Concord.
Honestly, when's the playoffs for flag football? Like in October or November? Hey man, just get in and get hot. That's all that matters, man.
Right.
Get in and get Alameda and Alhambra last year, right? I mean, you think about playoffs last year. You thought Liberty and San Ramon Valley, right? And then we had a completely different championship game.
Right.
So
Speaking of Clayton Valley.
Yeah, speaking of Clayton Valley, so the last time we shot Clayton Valley, you were there, Ob, and it was against College Park, and it was a great game for those Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles. They got Gianna Marcantonio as their quarterback. When we covered them, she had 4 total touchdowns. Just a junior, I believe.
Just a junior.
Just a
Still.
junior.
just a junior.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wow.
it's these quarterbacks.
They're
A
young.
lot of them are young.
Yeah.
And they also have an outstanding DB in Forrester. And for Los Lomas, with what they're doing is just outstanding. They're 6-0. They got Maggie Kruger, 7 total touchdowns on the season. And not only that, she's very effective defensively. She has 2 picks.
Wow.
So
Good game. We're excited
Who's
for it.
shooting that game?
Nikon.
Wow. Hey, Nikon, man, you guys have all the good games this week.
I know. Coming from
okay.
the guy who does the schedule.
Hey, but you know what? I can't. Like I said, I can't hog all the good games, right? I have to. You know,
Spread 'em out.
I gotta be fair.
Okay, that's all I got.
Is that it?
This is all I got. So
Oh my goodness.
that's all the time we have. I'm going to try to hit the camera this time.
You got it.
Hey, you got it. Almost got it week 1.
Maybe I got to go from non-dominant to dominant.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so we're gonna
for
try the
sure
dominant
do
hand.
I'm a lefty. All right, let's
we
look
go.
at my accuracy. Safe to say, you've been covered.
Oh, hit the camera. Hit the
Hit
camera, though.
camera. I still
It counts.
We'll see you next time.
See you next week.